Mic check 1 2 1 2. Go ahead. No. Did you upload a new one?
Yeah, and this is episode
Yeah, I know.
26.
I didn't know you had.
Oh
I
my
didn't know you
lord.
uploaded one because last week we didn't have one.
We're 25 right now, CP.
We're 25. What do you mean?
Says episode 25.
No, it doesn't. Oh, it.
Yes, it
It
does.
didn't change. I changed it before because I didn't click save.
It's all good in Das Hood.
Starting off rough, man.
I did upload a thumbnail last week, by the way,
No,
motherfucker.
I didn't even look because we didn't even
Yo,
talk
what do you-
about
what's
it.
so-
So I didn't.
What is that you're drinking? What's it? Why is it so red?
It's Brenna bought the 0-calorie Mio. Have you guys ever had Mio?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, in high school.
It's like all right. I've tried it for the first time. It's like better than water, I guess. I don't know.
The one you. It changes everything. You've seen the commercials?
That's
Yeah.
their slogan.
The little you pull
Oh,
a
no.
drop and it looks like a little triangle bottle, right?
Oh,
They
yeah.
used to have this guy, and he'd be like, "What is the the mystical creature that's like half man, half horse, or whatever?"
Oh, a son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
it
gonna
was-
kick
No.
myself.
don't look it
that-
up.
was
Don't
that
look it
dude,
up.
And he would say, "Blah blah blah."
Something
It
Monitor.
changes.
Tar.
It
Manitar.
changes
A manatee?
everything.
Manitar? Oh, Senator.
Yep,
Centaur.
it is. So we know what Ron's drinking. What you thinking, dude?
Dude, what am I thinking? I've just been busy, man. I just want to play some video games.
Do
But
you though? Do you?
Next weekend I'm busy. I don't know if you guys know that, but I'm not gonna be on next weekend. That's the Kentucky trip.
Yeah, I'm just
Gonna be drinking so much bourbon.
I've just come to realize that you've quit gaming forever now, and you're never coming back. So
Dude, it actually kills me because, like, I swear to God, the last 3 weeks I haven't gamed, and I've just been editing, and it just kills me to edit and not game because I'm like, I wanted to game and not edit. But yeah. Yup, got that trip coming up. It's actually gonna be dope though. We got bourbon trails, so much bourbon every day, bourbon, and then we got like night racing for horses, like where you can gamble on some horse racing.
have you ever done that? It's very fun.
I have not. I am gonna do it though, and don't know how much money I'm gonna actually put on a horse. But he rented out like a little private booth box, I guess, or whatever, where it's unlimited drinks and food. So I will be taking advantage of that.
Absolutely.
To
First time I went to a horse track, I put $10 on a horse, just based off the name. It's called the Patriot, and it had like the worst odds, and it ended up winning, and I got like $300.
Damn.
I
Okay.
went to
Yep.
a horse track in LA called Santa Anita. It's one of the most famous horse tracks in the world. And we went there and I did some gambling with my uncle. And a horse broke its leg while running, and they came out with an
Oh,
ambulance,
God.
pulled up a big ass green, like 20-foot tarp, held it in front of the horse. They kill it right on the spot.
No.
They do
If
that.
a horse
The
breaks its
fuck?
leg, it's pretty much useless at that point. It's
Useless for racing, but not for like.
the procedure to get that horse
Damn.
walking again is like millions of dollars, even just back to living. Why do you think? Yes. Look at the.
I don't
I
think
wonder-
that's correct, dude.
Why do you think?
I think the owners or whatever kill it because it's no longer good for racing. But I don't think like as a horse it could still like
That's why
Be a
Seabiscuit was such a
horse,
famous
you
story. 'Cause
know?
he broke his leg and they got the procedure done. How much is the procedure to fix a horse's broken leg?
Dude, that's terrifying. You hear the gunshot in the stadium?
that's so fucked.
It's
No,
so
fucked.
fucked. I wonder.
they didn't shoot it. They used like some type of injection. Then they load it up on the trailer and drive it off. Because I remember I was looking around. I didn't know what they were
Damn,
doing,
man.
and I saw people around me crying and shit. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Why is everyone crying? Come to find out, it was like a really good horse that like broke its leg running, and that was it.
God damn.
Rip.
Uh,
Rest in peace to that horse, you know?
So there you
I
go.
wonder. Do you think they have a bigger? Do you think a jockey, or I guess the owner of the horse? Do you think they have a stronger connection with the horse, or do you think a normal man has a stronger connection with their dog?
Normal with a dog, because They sell
Yeah.
the fucking sperm and shit for those horses, like no problem, and they can just rebreed and just wait out time. And that's why like you sell horse sperm for like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Searched it. When bones break in a horse, it often means they shatter, and it's almost impossible to surgically reconstruct the fractured leg. The lack of muscle and other tissues means even with a cast, the broken bone has little to support it, and it's much harder to prevent a horse from using its broken leg to bear weight. They also
Damn.
don't sit still long enough for the bone to heal, and infections are likely. So it's like very rare. That's why it's like
keep breaking
yeah,
it,
keep
maybe.
breaking it, and yeah.
Yeah, that's brutal. That is brutal. I did not know that. Hopefully there are no broken legs.
All the horses break their legs, and there's just horses getting slaughtered at that event you go to.
Fuck, man. All right, what are you guys drinking?
I
Nothing.
had a Red Bull earlier, and that's it.
Red Bull sounds good. Drinking water right now, but I'm ordering Smoothie King, and I'm getting a Hulk coffee.
Yeah, buddy.
Is there? I was gonna go with the large, but sometimes a large is just too much, you know.
Coffee to Smoothie King. You're gonna
Yeah.
be shitting your brains out.
Hopefully,
Did you already put the order through?
just did right now.
Shit, dude.
What,
Brenna got a different coffee one yesterday.
dude?
Yeah, it's called like Coffee Delight or something,
Well,
and it was pretty good.
rip.
Yeah, I got a Red Bull in the refrigerator. I will be popping a top tonight.
That's good. You need it.
You know.
Let's see here.
What do you want to talk about? The biggest thing that's happening this weekend?
You talking about the fight?
Talking about the fight.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we can start with fight.
All right,
You guys know way more about it than I do. I'm sure.
Me and CP have already spoken about this, but I'm curious, Ryan, what do you think? What do you think about this whole thing?
Yeah, like, so you guys know I didn't watch many fights in general. I've probably only watched fights within the last year or two. So I understand how Floyd Mayweather is the GOAT. So I can put that into perspective that Logan has no chance. But I would love to see him land a few hits. I think that would be pretty dope. But I do not appreciate Logan's past. I don't appreciate him like really anymore. I fucking hate his brother so much. So I'd love to just see him just get destroyed, honestly.
See, Logan Paul has come back to, in my opinion. I didn't like Logan even before that shit happened, all that drama with him. I didn't like him before that because I thought he was really corny. And then that shit happened, so then I mean, still didn't fuck with him. But the past like year or two, I've actually like appreciate him now. I don't know. He's like, to me, he's turned over a new leaf, and he's like different.
Yeah.
So I mean, if I could, I would like to see Logan win, but there's literally probably a 1% chance.
Yeah.
I think
I was gonna say I think I'm in the category of people that don't know Logan very well. Like I didn't really watch him that much in general, so I just know like I get the media that doesn't like Logan. Is there media that likes Logan? I'm not even sure actually. I don't think there really is.
I think people like Logan now and just hate Jake.
Yeah.
I think that's like how most people feel about it.
Okay.
And Logan goes along with
I
it.
think.
He's like, well, people think I'm him, and I get why they hate me because of him. But like, he's like, my brother's an idiot. And he's open about it. Like they asked him at one of his training sessions the other day. Said, do you think it was a mistake for Jake to take his hat like that? And he goes, yeah, it was. Added to the rest of the mistakes my brother's made. Like, he was joking about it. Like, he understands. So.
Yeah.
Also, you know what I think the worst like thing that happened with him taking that hat is Jake's not allowed at the fight now.
They asked him.
I heard
Jake
that.
can't even like be there to support his brother.
And he said, nah, he can come. So, we'll see.
We'll see.
I would doubt that they aren't going to let him in there. I mean, that's.
Yeah, there's a bunch of fights tomorrow though. Like that TikTok versus YouTube whole card is tomorrow, and I really don't know too many people on it, but I just enjoy fighting, so I'll probably be watching that too. But I just don't really know much about the people on it. I know there's like some big TikTokers or whatever.
And the dude from Austin McBroom, the guy from the Ace family. I know Danny Duncan's fighting somebody, I'm pretty sure.
Is he? I don't know if they ever found him a fight.
Yeah, well, he was supposed to. I don't know if that could be true. The dude that on TikTok, which I'm hoping he wins because he's funny as hell. The dude goes, "Hey, baby, you like men who can dance?" And you know that guy, and he does all the fucking cowboy dance shit. Nobody.
I do
No.
not. I do not
No,
know that
You
guy.
guys
I don't know
would
that
know
guy
if you
either.
saw him. Yeah, I promise you.
He's got to be popular if he's
He's
getting
one
the
of the
fight,
biggest
though.
TikTokers on the platform. You guys would know him if you saw him for sure.
Oh wait, yo, who's that really scrawny kid? Oh man, you guys know him. He's been on YouTube for years now, but he's really scrawny, like blonde hair and rich.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
He's fighting on the card. I'm
Yeah.
like, what is he doing? Because he's so small. Fucking. I guess just we could look up the
Yeah.
card, right?
And
Yeah,
there's,
there's a bunch of people I don't know.
and they all have beef. Is it like a bunch
Apparently
of beefs?
some do. Yeah, some do, some don't.
Tanner
Deji's
Fox, who
fighting
you're thinking
too.
of. Tanner
Yeah,
Fox
Tanner
versus
Fox.
Nick Austin. FaZe Jarvis versus Michael Lee, which I don't know who that is. DDG
Jarvis, I
versus
forgot
Nate
about
White.
that.
Don't know who either of those are. Someone random versus Taylor Holder, and it says Danny Duncan versus someone random. Deji versus Vinny Hacker. Who the fuck is Vinny Hacker?
I have no idea.
No
It's
idea.
funny because Danny Duncan's just 100% just doing it as a troll, like as a meme. Dude, I hate when people call you and you ignore the call and then they instantly call back. Like, you know I'm fucking doing something if I'm not answering and I ignore your call. Don't fucking call again. Because now I'm not going to call you back because you're being a piece of shit. You know?
So who's winning the trash talk battle between Logan and Floyd? Have you guys keep up with that?
They've been pretty respectful towards each other.
That's good.
Except for like the first time they like met, I guess, and they were talking in that stadium. Like Floyd said something like, "I'm gonna make you pay for what you did to China."
For Japan.
Oh
And-
yeah, okay.
And as soon as he took it there, Logan immediately was like, "Yeah, well, you beat your wife."
I'll make you pay for what you did.
So-
He's like, I'll make you pay for what you did to your wife. Which his
Jesus.
late wife, which is kind of like, damn, that's fucked up. But at the same time, what he said about the Japan force thing is fucked up too. I was just watching the
But-
weigh-in, and I think Logan had a great quote. It was amazing. He said, asked him about what he thought about the fight, what's gonna happen, whatever. And he said, he goes, "Man, I'm just glad to be here." He's like, this just me being here is just proof that we're living in a simulation. The aliens, they're coming in June. They'll be here soon. This is just a matrix. And tomorrow I'm going to beat the greatest fighter on the planet, and I'm going to break the simulation.
God
I was like,
damn.
Could you imagine, bro? I mean, if he beats Floyd tomorrow, yeah, the world will stop.
That's the thing too. He
Yeah.
has to knock him out because there is no winner or loser. It's the only way you can win.
You know, that's the only way he would win. Period.
Yeah.
Anyways, I mean, there's 0% chance, even if there was judges and scorecards, that he would win. I mean, Floyd's gonna. The only way he wins is by landing a lucky, like, heavy shot that puts Floyd down. That's
Ryan
the only
Garcia
way.
said Logan Paul KO in 8th round.
What?
Yeah. But he was where
You think
That's gotta be a
Logan makes it to
troll.
8? I don't think
Yeah, I was
Logan
saying, here's
makes
the thing
it
is
to
that-
8, man. Seeing how tired he was against fucking in his previous fights, there's no way that he makes it to
he
the
was
8th
wearing
round.
some Maverick merch. So, and he's a social media, like he's known as a social media boxer, professional fighter, whatever. So he's definitely like buddy with Logan. So he's definitely gonna side with him. But I think, yeah, I don't know. I think that was just for sound bit. He's just trying to stick up for his boy. A good thing one thing that I saw, they were hype fight or fight hype or whatever was interviewing a bunch of people, and they asked them, and they said, well, you know that there's no judges, or there's judges, but there's no winner or loser. It's going to be a no contest as long as no one gets knocked out. And they were like, Mayweather wants to win. Like he's training like he's never trained before. He's training like harder than he did for Conor. He's training like he did for Canelo. People who trained with him and sparred with him, and said that Mayweather wants to win, and he knows that he's not going to win by score, so he's going to have to knock him out. So they said that they think he's going to actually try to knock him out.
Also, you can almost believe nothing that is said before the fight.
Yeah.
Almost zero of it you can believe, because everything that's being said is to sell tickets and
yeah.
tickets only. So is he training harder than he trained for Canelo? I don't fucking think so, dude. Like, no shot.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds good, but
And like, is it a situation where like Floyd's old and just doesn't have it anymore, or is
No,
he still
no,
with
He's still
it?
with it.
no. You seen Mike Tyson fight?
Yeah.
Just like how many months ago? Was that a year
No,
ago
it was a
now or
few months
whatever?
ago.
Yeah, would you want to step in the ring with that dude? And he's
Yeah,
been out of it
no.
for a real long time. Floyd's only been out for a couple of years.
Think
Okay.
about that.
So
What about
So yeah, then
what,
that
yeah, no,
there's just that makes me think even more of just no chance, unless like, because this just shows how much I know about boxing. But like, was Floyd like was he a knockout
No.
boxer or was he
No.
winning by like? Oh, okay. So
he's
it might be
the
hard for him to knock him out then maybe.
Floyd. Yeah, it might be. He's fighting a bigger guy. I guess it depends on Logan's chin. We never even seen Logan get rocked versus KSI either, so we don't even know what his chin is like.
He got dropped
But
one time, and the judge counted it as a slip and not a knockdown. And Logan even admitted it was a knockdown. He said it should have been.
oh,
He
okay.
said it should have been counted
Okay.
as a drop.
God, that's gonna be hype. We gotta like record our. We should like record our reaction watching it. That might be a fun thing to do.
Yeah, I'm down. If
gotta
I
get
was to
that
make a
meme out, too.
prediction, man, yeah, definitely. If I was to make a prediction, it's going to be Floyd won't really do much first or second round. He's just going to be feeling out Logan,
Yeah.
and by the fourth, fifth, or sixth, Logan's going to be so dead tired that he's not even going to be able to protect himself anymore, and Floyd's going to TKO him.
That's.
I think that's how it's going to
I
go.
think it's gonna be a faster version of what he did to Connor.
TKO. Like he's not going to drop him. Yeah, it's going to be like what happened to Connor. He's not going to drop him. He's just Logan's not. He's going to be so tired. He's not going to be able to defend
just
himself. The ref's
envision-
going to stop.
Floyd just going to town on his kidney and on his ribs, and Logan just taking a knee. Does it like 2 or 3 times in one round, and the ref's just like, all right, that's it. Because that's going to be his spot. He's not going to be reaching for his head. I mean, when he gets shots available, I think he'll take headshots. But I think he's just going to go to town on his body, chop him down, and just walk him down to the corner and just go to town on his midsection, and that's a wrap.
Either way, it's going to be really fun.
There's gonna be a crowd there, right?
Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
Florida. Yeah.
Oh, in Florida. Oh my God.
Yeah, they're doing it at
You think
Yep,
Nelk
I'm
Boys
sure
are
they're
gonna
gonna
be
have a
running
bunch of they're gonna have rappers and shit, and yeah.
Snoop's. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Snoop's going to be there.
Fuck, dude.
Yo,
we
pick up that phone and put that person on the podcast, man.
This is a different person calling this time. First one was one of my athletes on my baseball team. I'm like, don't. He just fucking he FaceTimes me just to FaceTime. He just said, "What's up, coach?" So he has a wood bat. He has 2 wood bats. One is white, one is black, and he got this white wood bat. And he goes, "Coach, guess what I named my bat?" I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Johnny Sins." And I'm like, "Don't fucking tell me that." So he'll FaceTime me randomly with his bat. Like, "Look, I'm hanging out with Johnny," and then he'll hang up. So I just ignore it.
All right, what's
Well, I mean, we
going
can
on?
keep on going with big old stories. That TSM story is massive, and the deal is massive. But I already told you guys a little bit about it. But just to kind of recap for the podcast, 10-year, $210 million naming rights deal with, I guess, and I haven't heard of them, but it's a cryptocurrency exchange called FTX. So that means TSM is branded as TSM FTX now.
Well, here's something I read about. Did you hear about what Riot did?
Yes.
said-
Yep, I put that in there.
Riot came out and said, "You ain't changing your name for Valorant and putting up TSM VFX, whatever." So
Yeah. Or
yeah,
League.
so they can change it for whatever, but I mean that's they're probably 2 big names for esports. I mean they're TSM
100%.
Team Solo
They're
Mid.
huge, yeah.
That's literally League of Legends, right? Like soloing mid lane.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy, dude. FTX has to be pissed.
Well, so that's the thing, and that's what people were like tweeting back at it, saying like, "Holy shit!" Like FTX, I think was aware that that was going to happen, and they still did the deal of 10-year, 210 million. But like, they can't even have like an FTX logo on like their jerseys or anything like that.
I wonder why. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't get it. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, that's
Well,
fucking crazy.
didn't China have some huge thing where like they were taking down Bitcoin, like you couldn't use it and shit? So maybe there's a big anti-crypto in China with Riot being a Chinese-based company.
It could be something
'Cause
like
I
that.
thought
Yeah.
that was a big
yeah, I
drop,
don't
and the
know.
reason why Bitcoin dropped like $25,000 is because it had something to do with like China wasn't accepting Bitcoin or some shit like that.
Well,
Yeah.
no, Elon came out and sunk the market himself. Like Elon came out and said Bitcoin isn't good for the environment. And as soon as he said that, Bitcoin plummeted.
Did you see what Steve Will Do It uploaded about Elon?
I did. He's going to
He's
war.
Going to war with Elon. He said, "Fuck Elon Musk," and they blew up a fucking car with 28 pounds of tannerite or whatever it's called. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Tannerite.
Tannerite.
That's what it is. Not tannerite. Tannerite. Yeah, so there is apparently this weekend. I was watching a little bit of it earlier. There's some Bitcoin. I took a picture. Let me tell you exactly what it's called. There's like a Bitcoin convention going on. It was Bitcoin conference in Miami. I saw it from Barstool. They tweeted it out. It said Bitcoin conference in Miami is absolutely lit. And they just had this dude up on stage just fucking getting fired up about Bitcoin, dude. Shit was amazing. So, yeah.
Yeah, damn.
I don't know what all entails a crypto convention, but yeah.
I don't know. There's so many of it going around, and I mean, we're talking about Steve will do it. He talked about it in his latest video that, like, you know, I don't know if you've seen Ron or CP that, like, these YouTubers or TikTokers are like tweeting or putting on Instagram like, oh, everyone needs the next newest like cryptocurrency is fucking blah blah blah. You know what I mean? And you never heard of
Oh.
it before. And it's like, oh, buy it now while you can type of shit. And they're getting all their fans to buy this bullshit crypto, like knockoff Doge or something. And the reason they're doing that is because these cryptocurrency companies are coming to them and are giving them like millions of their currency in or of whatever for them to promote it. So they have like no stock in the game. So when their fans all buy it, it spikes high and then they dump and then it goes back down to nothing.
Holy shit, that's some evil, sick,
shit.
twisted stuff right
shit.
there. If
Yeah,
that's
it's
actually real.
terrifying.
It's 100%
terrifying.
real. I mean, Bradley Martin
Dude,
talked
that's-
about it. Steve will do it. Kyle from Nelk, they all were talking about like how shitty it
Yeah,
is.
they're like, don't buy anything that you're seeing any social media person posting.
It's true. I mean, and that's illegal, or it should be illegal. I don't know how it works with crypto and how much that can be regulated because it's crypto, but that should be fucking. Those people should be put in jail for that. That's so shitty.
Yep. And they own
Yeah.
they own so much of it when they sell it just destroys the market. So it goes down to nothing.
Which,
So yeah, it's basically you just fucking your viewers
which is
over,
why
your
you
fans.
should never buy off those fucking memes. Like that's why Doge making as far as it has is just mind-boggling because it's just a meme coin. That's all it was created for. Was random companies started, and anyone can create a crypto. Like anyone can make it. So
Yeah.
that's why you see all these companies coming out and they're trying to get people to buy their coin so they can make a quick buck and then drop it and then it just dies and no one ever hears of it again. So
Yep.
I was gonna ask you guys, like, what do you guys think about crypto? Like, so obviously TSM must believe in crypto because I don't know if you guys watched the TSM announcement video, but basically their owner said he believes esports is the future and he also believes cryptocurrency is the future. So they're just getting the best of both worlds and making it one org kind of
I
a
don't
thing.
think it's the future, but I think it's going to be, to put it in a gaming sense, it's going to be like the Valorant Counter-Strike comparisons. They're going to coexist. I don't think it's going to be the future. There's always going to be something else that comes out better, that grows. Cash, at the end of the day, just like gold, is always going to be the gold standard. That's why it's called the gold standard. It will always be run-of-the-mill, the top tier thing people look for. It's like when you purchase like Radiant points on Valorant, or you purchase whatever on Valorant so you can buy stuff. But if you could trade, you'd want to be able to deposit that money back into your account and convert it to cash so you can have a physical value to hold and put it in your wallet and whatever. Same thing with crypto. Like a lot of times people invest into Bitcoin. It's like, oh, I'm doing it for retirement. I don't think most people that invest into Bitcoin, maybe there's a good amount. I don't think they all do it so they can spend Bitcoin down the road. I think they do it because eventually they're going to pull their money and that's going to be cash in their bank account that they're going to use.
That's where it's at now. But think about Bitcoin 5 years ago, or whatever, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Like nobody really knew about it. Some did, and if you did, you're like, oh, I've heard of that before. And like now, your parents know what Bitcoin is. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
growing so fast that I think eventually it could possibly be the next thing, but I don't understand it enough.
Well, here's the thing.
At all.
How can it be whenever there's only a limited supply of it? Whereas cash, if we need more cash,
Because you're gonna be dealing in like a 0.0003 to pay for a burger at McDonald's of crypto. You know what I mean? Of like a Bitcoin.
Oh, I see what you're
Like
saying.
you aren't going to be like spending like a whole
One
Bitcoin to get a
coin.
That's why
burger.
I don't think
It's
I
going to
don't
be
think
like
it's-
a fraction.
That's why I see that, and I think places are going to become more open to using and accepting it as payments. But I don't think people are going to stop using cash or stop using credit or debit cards or whatever in order to accept Bitcoin.
Well, I mean, you're seeing cash like already getting phased the fuck out, like literally going and spending with cash. You saw it like when it was hitting with COVID, like they weren't like places weren't taking cash. It was like card only, and a lot of places still are like carrying that over.
Yeah, well, COVID is. It was.
I know. I went to Little Caesars the other day and picked up a pizza. I know, horrible
Nah,
pizza,
it's
but it was
underrated,
convenient
dude.
at the time.
Underrated, for sure.
Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, they still want to let you use cash, and there's no specific
Yeah,
reason. It
because
was card
people are
only.
dumb and they don't realize
Hmm.
COVID. Well, we realize it now, but COVID is a fucking airborne illness. It's not a rarely does it survive on surfaces. Like it was so much overkill. I mean, we could go on and on and on about the emails and everything that got released with the Freedom of Information Act, but that's a conversation a lot of people aren't ready to have.
I'm not ready to have that, so let's just breeze past that.
Yeah, well, and money is already really fucking dirty. There might be something more nasty. Someone's fucking shit on that dollar bill.
Oh,
I
100%.
mean, it could be a dollar bill.
Like
that,
100%. A dollar that you've held in your hand was in a
Yeah, I was
stripper's
gonna say, that was
asshole.
definitely a dollar that
100%.
me and Eric are sitting at whatever this club is in Chicago, and we just boop, put her right there on the G string, and then she clenched it with her butt cheeks, and she farted and poofed it back out on you.
Yeah, but yeah, I think cash. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I just know.
Yeah, I guess
I know
like
nothing.
next step would have to be coexist, and then we'll see if one takes over the next. I guess I don't know. It's gonna be a while.
As,
Something my kids will probably have to
as
figure
long
out.
as well, yeah. Here's the other thing too: is that Biden came out and is trying to put a tax on crypto transactions, which is like a huge part of why people won't.
Why crypto's so
'cause
cool?
it's
Yeah.
not regulated by the government, and people hated that. And that was a part of the reason why it dropped to go along with what Elon did. And it's like crypto, and that's the other issue is the government wants to regulate it because it's what's used to buy drugs and guns and people off the black market. So they want to see where that money's going, but the people who have that money don't want people to see where that money's going. So it's a perfect
Yeah.
exchange for people who like to launder money or do cash transactions and not try to claim income or pay taxes on that income. Like if you get $15,000 cash and try to put it in your bank, they're going to send an alert to the IRS and then you're going to have to pay taxes on it. And if you don't, you're fucked. Whereas with crypto, you can just put it in your wallet and they'll never know. But you have enough money to buy whatever, as long as whatever you're trying to buy accepts crypto. That was probably really
Yeah.
weirdly worded, but I think you guys are picking up what I'm putting down.
No, yeah, I'm with you on that. Keep it on like the future track. You guys play mobile games? Cause I fucking don't.
Not at
The
all.
only mobile games I occasionally play is there is one golf one that I played, but it's not like what you'd see like on a PC or a console. It's just like a really easy mobile game, and I have a slot app on my phone, and I do that when I poop.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
the only game I've ever really played on my phone for more than a week or two would be The Simpsons, and that was probably for a month. They
Yeah.
can't hold my interest for more than a week.
same. And it's just like kind of weird. Like you don't want to play like a. That's why I'm surprised like Valorant is putting effort into making a mobile version of their game. Like I just
well,
like.
because that shit's popping on for younger kids. They
I
love that shit.
guess. Yeah. Are they playing on a
Fortnite,
phone?
Call of Duty.
Or are they playing on like an iPad?
A lot of them
Because
are
I just
both.
can't imagine. on the
I
phone.
see kids playing Call of Duty in my class on their phone all the time. I don't get it. There's a
That
dude
just
that
doesn't make sense.
there's
to
a
me.
dude that we follow on the RunsDeep Instagram account. I don't know. I think his name's like Cypher or something, and he is legitimately an only mobile gamer. All he plays is Call of Duty Mobile and like quick scopes and shows his gameplay, and he like hits clips and shit and has good gameplay.
God.
So I would think it would be iPad would be the best thing, but I don't know.
Yeah, and like the article I was reading about it, don't have like really any information about it, and it's not going to be a PC Valorant clone. Obviously, it's going to be made for mobile, but the article was making like an argument, kind of saying Valorant also said they want to come to console at some point, but they're prioritizing mobile before console. So people were saying like,
They should just
wouldn't console gaming be a little bit better for them to go to first because console's more popular than mobile, but maybe mobile is
Well,
more popular and they're going mobile first. I don't know.
Counter-Strike did that back in like 2000, and they brought
Yeah.
in just the mechanics of the game just do not work. I mean, I guess with Valorant it's possible because there is a dude, I forget his name, who got to the 12th ranked Radiant position for Valorant NA using nothing but a judge playing Cypher and a controller the entire way. He's the 12th ranked player in the country.
Holy
Are you-
shit! That's a
That is
real
insane.
thing.
I did not
The
know
Score
that.
Esports
Jesus.
covered a story on him. Forget his name. He only plays Cypher. He only uses a judge, and plays with a controller. But you can get away with using a controller and a judge because you don't
A
have to worry about
judge,
recoil.
yeah.
And pistols, you can do the same thing. So he's always buying Bucky if
Yeah.
he can't buy a judge, or he's buying a judge. Now I'd like to see what happens if he, picked up a rifle. You'd have to tap.
Well,
I
you
want to see what he
actually-
looks like pistol round. That's what I want to see. Does he use by a
You-
shorty pistol round?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Either
who
I
knows?
don't remember what it said, but I mean, I'm sure you could still aim and just tap with a pistol. Whereas, like if you're using a rifle or
But-
sub, you have to pull down to counter, your spray. So that's where that gets tricky.
Yeah, he probably just taps on.
Yeah, you literally hit that right on the head though, because one of the Riot people got interviewed by, it was like this Polygon article, and they literally said, we think the transition to mobile has been slightly easier for us because this type of a game, a tactical shooter, is not easy on a console.
Yeah.
So maybe, I don't know, because I don't know. Would you use a keyboard and mouse on a console? Would that make sense?
Nah. The only thing I could think of
I
is
don't
if they
think
changed
so.
the shooting mechanics for console to where you didn't have to pull down to spray. If it was just like you had a little bit of aim assist, like you're doing Call of Duty, your bullets
Yeah.
go where your dot is pointed or where your iron sights are pointed. In which case, it would make sense. Then you could do it. Have your X, Y, B, and A keys be set for abilities or whatever, and maybe one of them's jump. It's plausible. They would just, in order to perfect it, they would really have to get rid of the spray. Because there's just no
Yeah.
way you can do that on a controller. I mean, you can do it on a controller, but your sensitivity's going to be really high, and your thumb's going to be going making a fucking U-turn. So, think about if they did balance it and they got it to perfection, and then they had cross-platform.
See, yeah, they made it clear, at least in this article, they said that they would never do something like that. They don't want to compromise the integrity on the console game. They don't want to compromise the integrity on the PC version.
That's fair.
So thank God for that, because that'd be dumb. It's because that's kind of what happened with Fortnite, but that was like a huge thing for like a year or two. Remember? I still think it's a thing. People like,
Well, I mean,
and with Call of
yeah,
Duty,
when-
people say there's an advantage on
when we-
both.
when we went
So
back to
Well,
Call of
dude,
Duty.
I mean, we're guilty of that, dude. Do you remember when we were still playing Call of Duty on console? When we
Sure.
get shit on in a pub, we'd be like, "It's because they're on keyboards and mouse because they tell you what
Yeah.
they're playing." And then when we switched to Call of Duty to PC, we were saying like, "Yeah, fucking aim assist. That's why." So it's like,
Well, I think the
Yeah.
aim assist was definitely way cranked up now versus what it used to be. Back in the day, like you'd get a little bit of a tug to help you. Now it's like it's full bore. Like I didn't even use controller, and y'all did both, and y'all told me that y'all felt like controller is way more of an advantage.
100%. As soon as I started playing a controller, it was like, "Oh,
Definitely-
okay."
at least on
Definitely
this
with
COD,
sniping
yeah.
too, because like when you snipe with a mouse and keyboard, you have to like when you scope in, you have to be on them in order to quick scope, and it has to be accurate. Whereas on a controller, if you get it within like the frame of their body or within their little bubble, when you scope in, it already kind of pulls your crosshair onto their body, so you don't really have to aim that much.
Yeah. You guys ready to play some COD GBs here in about 4 or 5 months?
Fucking absolutely not.
Dude, I'm buying the new COD, man. I'm buying
You're
the
buying
new
it for
COD. So are you
zombies.
guys. Zombies won't be in it. They're done. This was the last zombies.
Yeah. So I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do. Also, has there been a trailer? Do we know what it is?
I could fucking care less.
No, I don't know.
Is there-
Wait, wasn't there a
wait,
rumor that they're
no, there
bringing
was a
jetpacks
trailer.
I
back?
felt
What there
No,
was?
I fell for
There was a
I
trailer,
fell
wasn't
for
there?
that scam again this year, and that was the first time I fell for the scam in like 5 years, and I instantly remembered why it's a scam. How shitty of a game it is. The only thing keeping Call
Yeah,
of Duty
it's-
alive is Warzone and these pro players that just don't want to retire from the pro scene.
It is announced. It's I think it's World War II, Eric. Hold on.
It's not World War II. I'm looking up right now. It hasn't been announced. It says it's rumored to be Call of Duty Vanguard and take place during the World War II era.
Oh, it's just a rumor though. Okay.
They're going back to World War II after everyone hated their World War II game.
Yeah, dude.
Wasn't the World War II one that just came out though, like last year, or whatever? Wasn't that the one that made
This-
it
that was-
5v5 instead of 4v4?
Yeah,
So that could've
Yes.
been-
it was decent. We liked that one.
Yeah,
But
but I
it-
mean, the pros shit on that game so hard. They say it was one of the worst they've ever made ever.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know.
And
Eric,
people didn't like the pubs.
seriously, I don't think I can pull it. I just don't think
Yeah,
I can
but then
do it again.
again-
I
I'm
mean,
not
you're
gonna
buying
lie.
it, bro.
The-
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
are.
don't
You're
think
spending $60 when the game
Also,
drops
yeah,
November
The
60
6th.
dollars.
professional,
I'd rather spend $80 on a Valorant skin.
the professional and amateur scene for Call of Duty might be the most toxic esports scene there is out there, and they're the most irrelevant esports scene out there, besides from maybe like Fortnite now. But even though I think Fortnite's still banging, maybe Halo is the one that's
They're banging to somebody, not me though. But yeah,
they're
somebody.
the smallest one out there. Who else is smaller than them? Like a legitimate esport.
What,
Yeah,
you
I
said
don't know.
Call of Duty?
Not Valorant, not Counter-Strike.
Gears of War?
Is that still a thing right now?
Maybe R6
Yeah.
R6 versus COD. I think
COD
R6
has a-
loses that. I think
yeah,
R6
COD
loses that.
Bro,
Yeah.
COD still pulls numbers. Stop hating.
No, I was just saying
Yeah.
it's the most toxic.
Oh, you're saying we're talking
Yeah,
about
for-
toxic?
Well, he said most
For-
toxic and most irrelevant, which it is pretty irrelevant. I feel like.
No,
it is.
isn't Call of Duty bigger than Rocket League?
Maybe they've pulled some
I
more
don't know,
numbers, but
dude.
I think I don't know.
I think they gotta pull better numbers than Rocket League.
I don't know, but yeah, no, you're right, and yeah,
For sure, toxic.
The
100%.
COD guys, the problem with their scene, and this has been talked about so much, it's just because the game changes every fucking year.
Yeah,
But could you picture one Call of Duty for 5-6 years? I couldn't.
Black Ops 2. Black
I
Ops 2 I
wouldn't-
could have. Black Ops 2 100% could have.
Or give-
I mean,
at least I
Do
could
a
have.
big ol' update
I
every
could-
year.
Back in the day, dude, I think we're in different mindsets though, dude. Like I try to explain this to Ron how like we think COD sucks now. There's a whole nother younger generation that thinks it's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's true.
And I
Yeah.
think it's because we're older and our tastes have changed in games or something like that, maybe. Because yeah, we could have. I played COD 4 for basically 2 years when World at War came out, and it was so hacked. And Black Ops 2, yeah, I could have at that time, but like re-release Black Ops 2 and imagine playing it for 5 years. Like, there's no way.
They could
There's
re-release
no
it now. But I
way.
think at the time when it was released, they could have got away with playing that competitively for at least another 2 years. I think because
Mate,
everyone loved Black Ops 2. Very few people hated Black Ops 2. It was so balanced. Everything was done so well in the game. League play was the best it's ever been. They still haven't been able to replicate that, which is mind-boggling.
Which is
all you do
insane.
is cookie cutter, copy paste it, which is what you're good at, Call of Duty.
yeah, it doesn't make sense why they can't do that, right? And they release it like 6 months into the game every
Yeah.
time, where it's like, okay, no one wants to play it anymore. Now you release it. It's so stupid.
But yeah,
But they keep setting records for sales, man, and
That
I
is
really just
true.
think it's because we're older. Like kids in middle school or high school now probably fucking love the game. They fiend for it like we used to.
who's a true competitor on console for competing FPS wise with Call of Duty? Name one other shooter. Battlefield.
See, that's okay. That's the thing, though. So COD is on PC, but they're using controllers.
Yeah, well, now all those sales go into. But I'm saying there is no other FPS that can compete with. So of course they're going to break the sales every year because the same people are buying it, and then you get some new people who are now old enough to buy it, and you just add on to like a snowball effect.
Oh, you're
There's
saying
no
like
competition.
they don't have as much
Yeah.
competition. Yeah,
The
yeah.
actual
I see what you're saying.
FPSs,
Okay. No, that is true.
FPSs that are more popular than it are only PC based. Valorant, Counter Strike, all
Yeah.
these other esports, or League of Legends, Dota, whatever, are all computer games. So they don't compete with a console.
There's not that many FPSs
That's-
in
that's my
general that
point,
can
so-
compete. Like across the board. I'm talking about like PC as well. I mean, really, it's what is it? I
Yeah,
mean,
Valorant, Counter Strike, Rainbow Six.
PUBG,
is Rainbow Six even in that conversation anymore?
It's
I think it's still kind of relevant. I'm rooting for Halo too. I really want it to be good.
PUBG
but
is
my
not in
hopes
that
are high.
conversation anymore.
Yeah, for sure, not anymore. See, I still see people playing Rainbow Six. Let's see how many people are streaming or watching it right now. Yeah, only 13K
They
viewers.
had like they had some tournament. I think they were under 100K viewers, but it's like a niche community.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And I had a friend who was played professionally and still plays professionally. He played for SOAR on their team and competed. And it was so random because we were at a party together and I had no idea. And I was talking to my buddy and he was like, "Oh yeah, we should play Call of Duty together. I know you stream, blah blah." I was, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, my friend, he plays Rainbow Six. He's pro." And I was talking to him. I was like, "You're pro?" He's like, "Yeah, I stream. I'm on SOAR." And pulled up his Twitch, pulled up his Twitter, showed me. I was like, "Oh shit! Like he's legit. Like he's played on the main stage at PAX. Like it was just out of nowhere.
Damn.
Small world with mutual friends, hung out, drank beer, and also had a passion for video games. Maybe he's soon to be RunsDeep,
Yeah, if you're an R6 pro, I think you might be a little sick in the head because it's just like that is a different game, dude. You haven't played it, right, CP? Ever?
I don't think so.
It's like you would think there's no way they could make another version of a shooter, but they somehow did it with Rainbow Six, just with like how the environment's
Yeah, you
destructible.
can breach everything.
People have like these
Dude.
crazy fucking holes in the wall. Ugh.
And nutty peaks and it's crazy. Its abilities, search and destroy, and like Battlefield with as far as like you can change the environment around you by blowing shit up.
Yeah,
Just blow a fucking hole in a wall and you have a whole
That's
new
what
line
I
of
wanna
sight. So
see.
you can't even like.
it's a
Give me
dope game. It really is a
Give me
cool game.
Battlefield as an esport. Give me a team of 32 against 32, fully
Oh,
tactical.
God.
How
Ooh.
cool would that be?
No,
You have
man.
a fucking World's Battlefield tournament every year, and you get the top 64 ranks, in the world, get flown out to a LAN. Then they have a draft system or whatever, or random, however they want to do it. Or you just go by ranks, like one's on one team, two's on the other, three's on one team, four, and it just alternates all the way down. Then you have like a week of boot camp where they have a documentary where they make it with the teams, right? Of them boot camping, finding their squadrons, and then they have the big Shura, like the big tournament. And based on how you do or whatever, you get paid differently. But I don't know, something like that. I think it would be a way to draw attention to Battlefield that would make it really fucking cool.
I would definitely watch 32 versus 32 game. I mean, that would be some crack shit.
EA Sports, hit me up. I got you.
Someone gets a 1v17. They're in a tank and they can't
I
kill
got a
the tank.
squad wipe, but killed 32
Jesus.
people.
That shit would be fun. There's a new Battlefield coming out, I think. I think I was talking about it.
There's not a ton of stuff to look forward to. I snuck in a little Halo talk, but you guys didn't even want to talk about it, dude. You guys
What
don't
was
like
it?
Halo, huh?
No, I fucking love Halo.
I was just saying, because you were talking about games that could compete with COD. I dropped Halo, but you
It's
guys
just
don't
a
like
dead
Halo,
game.
so.
That's all.
Halo can't. Yeah, I mean Halo can't. Why? I fucking love Halo, dude. Halo 3 is my first love. It's probably that was my first real online game I ever played was Halo 3.
I don't know which
Yeah.
Halo it was. It was one of the original Halos. Was definitely the first like online game that I played. We'd get in a party of 9 people and play big team battle or whatever. We'd have LAN parties. We'd go all spend the night at someone's house and have a bunch of TVs linked up with an Ethernet cable and have a LAN battle. So that was like my first game.
Dude, can we talk how Halo 3 was just so past its time? Like it was, bro.
That
They had a
esports
theater
scene.
mode. They had a theater
they're-
mode
Theater
in
mode?
Halo
Their
3.
ranking system is
and
better than any
esports.
Call of Duty ranking system
Bro,
besides
they
Black
had-
Ops 2.
Not even close. The ranking system, the best ranking system that's ever existed in any game. Period. They had fucking theater mode. How insane is that? They made you. They had Forge. You can create your own maps.
Fucking maps? I
And then
forgot about
custom
Forge.
games. Bro, I would go over to my buddy's house. It'd be like 10 of us, and we would just straight play custom games
The
all
one-
night
the
long.
One arena.
Custom games, dude. So good. The game was so
Griffball?
fucking
You know,
good.
give
Dude.
me a
Dude, they had solos, duos, teams.
give me another
snipers?
PC shooter.
So yeah, sniper shotguns, infection.
Yeah, give me another PC
Dude,
shooter
yeah.
where they have map building integrated into the game, so you don't have to actually be a coder to learn how to write and do all this stuff, where you can just have blocks like you would do with like golf or EA with NFL or PGA or whatever. Give me that, but for shooters, so you can just drag and place blocks and like build your own maps and see what you can come up with. And then they could have a community vote, and people could maybe vote that map into the map pool and then put it on the public.
Dude,
That was
fuck
Halo.
yes. That would actually be insane.
Not to get into the map pool, but Halo did that. You'd go to like the top rated from like the past month or whatever, and you'd see what had like the most literally upvotes within Halo. It's not like you're going to Reddit or some shit. You're going like within Halo. You'd get like the most upvotes, and you'd see like what the best maps were, and then you'd play with your friends.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be
So good, man.
Maybe not even put it in the map pool, but like put it out there and unrated so people could play it. And if it got enough good feedback, then maybe slowly work it into competitive. And if it does want competitive, then see what the pros think and kind of work with their players union or whatever they have for esports at the PC level.
Dude, if you were to release that and let just like anybody make a map, I guarantee you, like random
would
kids
have-
would be making maps that are way better than what we're currently playing on.
Dude, you'd have the best maps.
That's-
Yeah, I
that's-
really do
That's
think you would.
why you guys are gonna hate that. I always come back to this argument, but that's why Counter-Strike was done so well. Counter-Strike itself was a mod that was created by just people that played Half-Life, and they created an alternative version of Half-Life, which came out as Counter-Strike. And then all the maps in the game were created by viewers, people who played the original mod. They came up with their own maps. That's why each time you play a Counter-Strike map, when it loads up, it has the name of the creator from the community who made it. So they give credit to those. I mean, there's probably some maps that Valve has come out with and made themselves, obviously, but a lot of their maps and most of their skins were community-based, created. And that's one of the things, that's why Counter-Strike is still far ahead of Valorant, because of their ability to have community servers and have retakes and warm-up lobbies, jump courses, surfing. If Valorant integrated all that stuff, a lot of people would switch over. They'd have a whole other wave of people coming over from Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I'm sure. Honestly, Valorant's they're not fucking around though. I mean, they're gonna. It's just a matter of time with them. I feel like.
Well, they're just solely focused on esport, but they are missing out on. I'm telling you, a massive. They could get another 500,000 people on this game if they brought those things over. If they brought retakes and.
They're going to. I mean, they're 100. They're 1,000% going to. Like Ron said, it's just a matter of time. They're just going to be slowly working in this and that.
They're going to add it in as a matchmaking thing. They're not going to add it in where people can have their own servers where you can purchase a server. Like what you have to do with Steam and Counter-Strike. You have to purchase a server. You have to set it up. They give you an IP for it, and you have to connect to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll do that with Riot. Have they ever done that in any other game? Even games that have been out for 10 years?
Yeah, I don't think so. I know with League, and League's been around for I think 10 plus. They just added some sort of like tournament feature inside of League, which is really fucking dope. So you can play like tournaments with your friends, kind of like with like how Rocket League does.
Val wouldn't do it because I wouldn't want to give up that much control. I see that. I mean, it's such a unique thing to Counter-Strike that they were able to pull off and do that. To this day, people still play Counter-Strike but don't ever shoot. Like my last probably year and a half of me playing Counter-Strike, I rarely played any matchmaking or any actual matches. I would just surf, they're called CZ courses, which are jump courses, do retake servers just for fun. But I rarely played matchmaking or like competitive.
Dude, remember when you fucking used to do comps where we would let someone pick a game and CP picked fucking Counter-Strike and was surfing like a goddamn madman? Do you remember that?
I mean, could there be anything more unfair ever?
Hey,
but that's how we played it back then. That's how we played it back then.
That's what you get for getting last. You get to pick to give yourself an advantage.
Just hindsight 2020. That's so funny that we did it that way. So stupid.
I was watching y'all do it, and I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a breeze.
You actually, I mean, going into it, you should have fucking known before even seeing any of us do anything.
Yeah. It's so funny.
That's fucking tough.
Next week on our competition video, we're doing Counter-Strike Triathlon V2.
Yeah, dude, we gotta figure out.
I'm sick.
We gotta make those bitches shorter somehow. I don't know, and we gotta figure out a game pool, like a nice even game pool. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, what else we got?
I don't know if you guys saw. I think I saw it on my phone notification yesterday that if you go to Sentinel's website, it officially doesn't have Sinatra on it anymore. So like he's officially dropped.
Ooh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Can you believe those fuckers didn't lose a map?
NA's greater than, dude.
Well, I mean, the thing is they didn't lose a map, but they were so close. It could have went either way. I mean, their finals went overtime, 12-11, and then EU choked that third map. They had a 5v3, had bombed down, and lost. Because
dude, that Sky must feel just like the biggest piece of shit.
It's not like they could have just as easily as them losing no maps. They just as easily could have lost the finals. And it was crazy because Shazam said they could have beat Fnatic in 4 different maps in the tournament, and Fnatic could have beat them in 3 maps, and they still would have lost the tournament to Fnatic in the grand finals. Because they don't do a double dip. So once you make it out of lure, so if you're grand winners finals, you make it and you're in the championship game, the losers bracket comes up to the championship bracket and plays them again in a best of 5, and they don't do a double dip. They just make it a best of 5, and they say if you win the best of 5, you win the whole thing. So because they 2-0'd them, Sentinels could have won the first 2 maps and then lost the next 3, and then got second place for the tournament, even though they beat Fnatic 4 times and Fnatic only beat them 3. Isn't that wild?
That is, yeah. It almost like doesn't seem like they should have done it that way.
I think, and here's how they what's the word I'm looking for? I'm having a brain meltdown at the moment. Justify it. Here's how they justify it. They do it from everything's best of three, best of three, best of three, and then grand finals they change to best of 5 and say, okay, well if they beat you mostly in 5, they deserve it.
Then that's just okay. I guess. I mean, I guess I can see
in
that.
the rare instance you 2-0 a team like that, then you go up 2-0 and then you lose the next 3. You beat them 4 times, they beat you 3, but they're the champions. So
Shit. Yeah.
just all comes down to timing, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't know. I will definitely be intrigued to see what happens with EU, especially if more players start switching over from Counter-Strike to Valorant as they get more top-tier FPS players. So right now they have a few sprinkled in there. They still have some Overwatch guys, which I don't know what the EU scene was like for Overwatch. I know the main scene for Overwatch was like Korean and I think it was mostly Korean. I don't know how much China or Japan, but
Yeah. I know. Gonna try and find the tweet really quick if I can, but I know G2 dropped their team and they only kept Mixwell. I'm pretty sure, or maybe Mixwell and one other guy.
yeah, Mixwell's
So
he's insane. He's really good. He was really good for Optic when Optic had him on their Counter-Strike team. Had him for like a year, and then they broke up. That team was real. Actually, that was one of the best NA teams that they've put out there. Obviously, Cloud9 had a really good one. Liquid had the best team that they've had. Well, I guess Cloud9 had the best because they won the major, but Liquid was always up there in like top 5 in the world, top 10 in the world. But Optic had a really good one. It was like Mixwell, Naf. I think Dapper might have been on that team. A couple other people.
Yeah, that's when I was watching them.
I think Shazam was there.
Fuck, dude.
Shazam was on that team. He was on Optic CSGO because I remember
at some point
Optic used to have a big series, like a documentary series, and at the very end, you hear Shazam's voice. They didn't show his face, but they heard he's like, "Hey, heard you guys wanted to get into Counter-Strike," and the internet went fucking
I remember
wild.
That. Yeah.
They won a tournament though. Not a feat that a lot of NA teams were able to do back in the day. They won an E-League.
Yep, that's when Hex's vlogs were the best, dude.
Because that was whenever Counter-Strike went to TBS. It was on national television. I remember I was at a bar and they had one of the matches going. I was like, holy shit.
You bought the whole bar shots too, probably, because you fucking love Counter-Strike.
I was looking left and right like, is anyone seeing this? Is anyone? I'm the only one looking. Fuck. I ain't getting no pussy tonight. They saw me looking at this Counter-Strike bullshit.
Shit. What are you guys thinking, boys?
I'm thinking I'm ready to game.
Yeah. How can we wrap it up? We could do a fucking super fast speed run tier list if you're down, dude.
Of what?
I don't know, man.
Well, pick the tier list, dude.
Let's do fucking
I got alcohol right here. It's only
alcohol?
Gonna make it quick.
I'm actually down. Is there a shit ton?
Nah, it's not a shit ton.
Nice. Okay, I'm down. How do I watch you? Are you going live on Discord?
I can.
No, I can see it on the stream.
All right, we got.
Oh God, I haven't had some of these.
So,
dude, put Svedka second on the far right. Hate it.
You don't like Svedka?
No.
Dude.
Bro, I used to love Svedka.
Get vodka the fuck out of here.
No. There's some good ones. Hold on.
I'll go A tier for vodka. That's just me though.
I don't even think I've had Grey Goose before.
Malibu.
I'll give it a B.
I love Malibu, dude. Malibu's good. I mean, I'm not gonna say I love it like I drink it all the time, but it is good.
Yeah, Malibu. I'm cool with B on Malibu. I think you mix it with a lot of shit, right?
It's right.
Yo, CP, close out the Skype on the top right with that X.
Well, then you're just gonna start resizing it. You guys, I'll just put you guys down.
Oh wait, I guess it'll show us.
Patron silver.
Dude, put
Patron's overrated.
I like.
I do too.
Is anything gonna go God tier though? Like, is anything actually God tier on this list?
Mm.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Tito's is. So I was hating on vodka, but we're a Tito's family, and they donate to dogs, dude.
I'll put Tito's A.
I'll put Tito's A.
I'm pretty sure Tito's like is God tier though. Like they just took over the vodka market, dude.
They really did. I was gonna suggest it.
They like to who if you're getting vodka, who gets anything but Tito's anymore?
Yeah, no, you get Tito's, and then sometimes they have cool shit on their bottles, like little like I think last year they had stockings on their bottles, which was dope. Just like a little cool little thing.
Fireball.
Fireball was my first love.
Fireball's good.
There's
It's
a
a fake-
picture of me just blacked out with like literally just holding like an empty bottle of Fireball. It's what
I'm
classic.
gonna show you guys on.
Oh, wait.
I can show you guys on
Fucking see if
my
you know it.
keys. So yesterday I was bartending. Hold on, where's
Or wait, how do I watch
where's my
this?
camera?
Gotta go to the stream. Okay.
So I got this.
Dog tag
Yeah,
or
it's
something?
TX
Dog tag of what?
whiskey. They put it with all
Oh,
their
okay.
bottles.
That's dope. See, little things like that I like.
Yeah. Rob, I think Rob is right, dude. We're talking about Fireball. I think Fireball probably goes God tier.
Fireball God tier easily? Okay.
I think it does, man.
It is easy to drink.
What's a better shot?
Yeah,
Like
Fireball's up
Fireball
there.
is like, it's got to be like a top 3 shot to take.
Yeah, I'll
It's
put
just-
it
yeah.
right there because
easy.
it's easy.
Yeah, Fireball God tier.
Okay.
It's top row, right side.
Yes.
Nice
Now,
little
really quick, just for
plastic
me,
bottle.
bottom row, second to last. Can you throw that smeared off in
Yeah,
fucking
Smirnoff's
F
F.
immediately?
Thank
Oh.
you. Hell yeah.
Daniels,
God.
honey, that's going to F.
C.
See? Really?
What?
I hate
No.
Jack Daniels. I hate
Yeah.
Jack Daniels.
I don't like Jack
All right.
either. Also,
Honey is not
That
bad.
means
also,
regular Jack's would be D then.
what about
guess,
moving
iconic.
Smirnoff from F to D just because of Smirnoff ices?
No, we're talking about Smirnoff vodka,
Yeah.
dude.
There's a little bit of vodka in that Smirnoff ice.
Is there?
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty
no,
sure, right?
No, it's
what?
not.
No, there's
There's
gotta
not.
be.
It's just
There's-
the brand.
There's not vodka.
What
Smirnoff
alcohol's in there?
Ices.
I
Just
know there's not
fucking
because they sold it
Juice.
they sold
Chemical
it
grade
in
alcohol?
gas stations in Texas, and you couldn't sell in where I live. You couldn't sell liquor in city limits up until like a year ago, and they sold it at the gas stations.
Oh, but you
yeah,
can sell that.
I
Oh,
think
okay.
for me, Ciroc is a B.
I'm giving it a B. Evan Williams, that's going.
Ciroc pineapple or
D.
Ciroc, yeah, Ciroc pineapple with orange juice is amazing, dude.
Hennessy.
I don't even think I've had it.
That was,
I was-
dude.
Not in the.
What do you think,
I don't know anything about it. It wasn't part of my.
Oh, you don't?
upbringing.
Okay, I'm just gonna say I think it tastes like shit, but I know it's super popular, so I think you give it respect
Yeah.
at C.
Respect. Give it some
I
respect.
mean, let's just say a lot of people put Hennessy God tier.
Yeah, that's true.
Really?
A lot.
Then
of
maybe
people
bump it
put
to B.
Hennessy
Maybe
God
bump it to B then.
It should probably be,
you know what it
if we're
is?
being unbiased, A.
This
For
is
real.
the liquor of choice from the rap culture.
It's true.
Goldschlager, I'm giving it a B just because of Superbad.
Never
I
had
haven't
it.
either, but Superbad,
Yeah,
they
cool,
are
man.
all about Goldschlager.
That leaves the gold on its
Yeah.
lips.
Is there 2 bottles of Bacardi there?
Bacardi
Yeah, but-
sucks to me.
Yeah, there's
dude.
151.
See,
You don't drink that. You light that shit on fire.
Yeah, 151 is iconic for like lighting a shot
Yeah.
on fire.
I would say Bacardi B tier.
Really?
And the reason for that used to be my go-to drink. Like me and Brennan used to split
All right, I'll
fists.
give you a C on it then.
Put your dick up.
What?
What the fuck just happened?
What?
Let's see here.
Said put your
This
dick
is my
up.
buddy. He just showed up to my house.
Jägermeister.
Bear, what do you want to rate Jaeger?
Rate Jaeger?
Yeah,
I'd
A
say
negative
B.
2
is that because of Florida?
because of
That-
Florida.
I think that means C maybe.
Bro,
gonna
Jaeger
touch
bombs,
that.
bro.
Jaeger bombs are decent.
Jaeger
That does
bombs.
up it a little bit.
C or D?
That's
Let's
a-
go.
I say B.
We're going C.
Okay, then
Me and my buddy that are
Then
here,
C.
we had a really,
go-
really rough run-in with Jaeger for a Florida trip, to the point where our shits were turning lime green. We
Oh,
drank
no.
a 3-liter bottle of Jaeger.
Like,
It's like a 3-liter bottle of Jaeger every day for like 5 days straight.
Do me a favor and just put Patron and Captain in A, because they both belong there.
Oh, that means the 1800's
Yeah.
going God tier.
What?
1800?
Yeah, that's I got 1800 in my fucking back
Is
room
that
right now.
tequila? That is right.
what other
Yep,
tequilas
kill
do
ya.
have?
Dude, this is not God tier.
Oh, if
bro.
Patron is A, 1800's God tier. 100%.
I don't
Patron's like a
agree, but
C, dude.
you could take it.
All right, I'll bump to an A. Fuck it.
What about Captain, bro?
Captain, that's A or God for me. I love Captain.
Yeah, same. I
I
was gonna
would
say
say
A or
A.
God.
We need some more gods here up there.
And if you guys are saying A or God, it
Yeah.
might be God then.
This is Crown Vanilla, by the way, not just regular Crown.
Crown. Why would they not put
Who
regular
fucking
Crown?
knows?
See that bitch.
I never had Crown Vanilla, but honestly, let's just call that regular
Yeah.
Crown.
Regular
Okay.
Crown.
I'm not a huge
Where's
fan
Jack
of that. I would
Daniels
put it at
down
C.
here?
I was
Jack
also gonna
Daniels
say C,
sucks.
but
Are you kidding
only
me?
because I think it's some
A
people's
good
drinks.
Jack
Like
and
some people
Coke?
do like Crown.
Yeah, like my buddies love Crown, so I know whenever I go out with my buddies, I'm gonna have to bring my own bottle because they all have Crown.
So, what do you want? A, B, C?
C.
Okay.
C. What about on the far left? Does that say Absolute?
Yeah, it's absolute.
Oh, I fucking hate that
I'll
one.
just put that.
I
Yeah,
would
it's a
say it's a
D.
DF for me. DF.
That would be D.
Burnett's is an F.
Hit.
Burnett's is.
Oh, bro,
Burnett's is
Oh.
on here. Which one is it?
that's the one he just put in the
Jose
F.
Cuervo. I'm putting
Burnett's,
that
bro,
God
that
tier.
Burnett's is childhood though.
No.
Think back to your
Cuervo,
childhood when you
Cuervo
needed cheap
sucks
liquor,
dick.
dude. Burnett's was there for like $5.
It is true. It was there.
To be fair, y'all's choices here.
I don't know what
so
that
hard.
triangle blue bottle is.
That's
Yeah,
hypnotic.
it's hypnotic.
What alcohol is
Vodka,
it?
right?
No, it's
Yes, and it's pretty damn good.
Cold.
I don't ever buy it, but I've had it before, and it is really good.
So better than Absolute?
A lot of people use hypnotic to make your drinks look cooler because it's got that like shimmery
Yeah,
blue
we'll put it at
look,
B.
so they can
okay,
make
we'll
drinks
put it
look
up
really
then.
cool with it.
Put it up a little bit.
Is that Kraken? I'm pretty sure that's Kraken. That black.
I don't know what this is. Is that Kraken?
I think that's Kraken.
No, I don't even know what the fuck that is. Is that a dark rum or is that whiskey?
Yeah, it's a dark rum.
I'm not a dark rum fan then.
Is it like spiced or something?
BC, yeah, it is a spiced rum. BC.
I would say
Let's
C.
see, it is. Pinnacle is. It's only.
I
used to-
don't think I've really had
We
that.
used to have it with it was like a chocolate milk shot. My buddy used to make it. It was good, but that's the only way I'd have it. I would never just drink it straight up. It's just all the girls always drink it.
Rob wants us to rank Rumplemints. I just got my first bottle ever of Rumplemints, and I gotta say it's 100 proof, and it fucking goes down real easy. So I would rank that bitch
I
at
would
an
not
A.
give Rumple an A. I would give Rumple like a fucking C at best. I've had too much Rumple in my life.
It is-
Yeah, just minty and.
You like to eat your
I think it
Yeah.
goes down smooth,
People used to
man.
party
For
with.
being 100 proof, it goes down
People
real
used to party
smooth.
with this Mexican lady. That's all she drank, dude. That's all she drank, and I do not want to even sniff Rumple anymore because of it. Same as Jaeger. I mean, I'll take Jaeger if it's there, but it's just. Ugh.
Put it A. Rob, where would you put it? All right, back to Pinnacle,
Pinnacle,
then. I'll
I'm
let
just
you
gonna
guys rank
C,
it. 'Cause I don't.
it's
I
not
think
the
I've
worst.
maybe
I
had
haven't
it
had it.
once.
I do have a strong opinion about Jim Beam.
Okay, let's hear it.
Gonna say DF on that.
Yeah,
I don't like
I'm
it.
with you.
I feel like it's just like you can spend $2 or $3 or fucking $5 more and just get something way better.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Down.
Let's go D
With it.
because
What's that blue bottle? Is that
That's Bombay.
Bombay?
I'm not a gin drinker, so
Oh God.
you drink gin.
Gin's
Do we
We
need
need
Rev?
Rev.
Fucking
Yeah.
call
A
him
tier or
in.
God tier?
I would say A.
For
Yeah,
Bombay?
my buddy's a gin drinker. My
Is it
buddy- yeah,
really?
he
Okay.
Is
says
it
A.
A? Okay.
I'll
They got
I'll
Bombay
leave it to him.
Sapphire and just the normal Bombay as well.
All right, what are the last?
Jose Cuervo.
The one in the middle is a tequila. I'm
What
pretty
is
sure.
this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Scotch.
I've
What
had
scotch is
a
this?
couple bad experiences with Jose Cuervo, so that's gonna be
I
low
love
for
this-
me.
I love the
Yeah,
Gold Cuervo, but that's just me.
I
I've
was gonna say
never
CD.
had gold,
You
so I'm
got
just gonna base it off of
151
just
at
Jose
C.
Cuervo. And I'm gonna say DF for
Shouldn't-
me because I've had
What is that?
two
Yeah.
bad experiences with it.
So where do you average it out,
Is it like
CP?
a-
I'll put it at B.
Flavor.
Yeah, I don't know why the 151 should be
Fucking fire.
F. That's-
fire.
You're the one that
I
put
didn't
it
mean
up
to,
there,
I
bro.
probably grabbed the wrong one because I was saying you literally don't drink that. You do that to fucking light it on fire and that's it. That shit will put a hole in your
Yeah,
throat.
it's gasoline. Yeah. What are the
What
last
is-
two?
what
I
is
don't
this one? This
know.
is,
The one on the right, it's like Powerade
It's
bottle.
a new something or Amsterdam.
You should know, bro. You're a
New
bartender,
Amsterdam.
dude.
It's like
New
yeah,
Amsterdam.
Yeah,
That New
yeah,
Amsterdam?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it
was
is
gonna
New
say, New
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Yeah,
That's a
it's
vodka, right?
vodka. I haven't had it.
I don't know if I've had it. I just know
think about
Barstool
vodka
promotes the
tastes the
fuck out of New Amsterdam.
All right,
Really?
Don't even beep me just
Yeah,
then.
it's a big sponsor of theirs.
What's that last
Scotch
one?
of some kind. I don't know what it is, but
Oh fuck! I'm not a Scotch drinker.
Scotch. Do you know what this
What is
is? I have no idea.
It depends on the scotch, man.
Let's just go D. Oh,
Don't love it,
Why
but yeah,
were we not
love
doing
it.
this the whole time? I mean, what the
Does it
fuck's
say
wrong with you,
Jameson?
man?
Jameson's.
it
that's-
might
that's
say
JMO.
JMO. It is
Never
JMO.
had it. Does JMO make good Scotch?
Never had any Jameson scotch. That
Wait, are
must-
we sure it's a
that Logan
scotch?
Must be new.
It's got. It's
Looks
gotta
like
be
it.
Scotch.
Okay. I mean,
I
Jameson.
can't believe we're just now zooming in. You piss me off so bad. I've been squinting my eyes to try to see this shit.
Like JMO Irish whiskey is
Yeah.
pretty good.
I'll just give it
Just-
middle C.
Let's see. All right.
So God tier, Tito's Fireball Captain. I mean, I think that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's fair. Too bad like Buffalo Trace isn't on here. We would like fucking throw that up there.
I want to do another one. This is fun.
Yeah. Do save download and then do view community rank. And just save it as fucking.
Yeah, we've looked at community rank before, and it's been so off of what we've done.
Okay,
so
hold on. Before you click it, do you think we have any god tiers
Yes.
correct?
Yeah, I think we'll have
Yeah.
one.
Okay, I'm safe
I
with
think
saying
Jack
one.
Daniels is gonna be higher up for
I think
community
Tito's.
because that's like a very
100%.
I hate.
I'm
I hate,
shocked that
I
you
hate,
put it
I
that
hate the
low.
taste of Jack. I mean, I'll drink it, but
All right, view community.
Jim Beam's also gonna
yeah,
be a
it's
lot
'cause
higher.
they're like the standard well fucking shit bourbons. Well, not shit, but
Jack Daniels is really good.
all right, here we go. Jaeger's God tier, Jack's
Oh,
God tier,
God, they
Malibu,
put-
Crown,
got one.
Hennessy. That's no surprise.
I knew,
Captain,
yeah.
Grey
Hennessy,
Goose.
not-
What's
We got
let's see what
one.
they're.
Where the fuck is Tito's? I can't even find it.
It's B. B.
It's B.
That's not fair.
Dude, Tito's destroyed the vodka game. I'm putting Tito's above
all the
absolute.
main brands that they're probably only the ones they actually drink. That are like a lot of times well shit at bars and stuff. Like Absolute's a common well.
They have Jaeger as God tier. I
Yeah,
mean,
don't know about
really?
that.
I get the Malibu, Jack, and Crown, and Hennessy. That all makes sense to me. That people would do that.
Well,
That was fun. I want to do
Shit.
another one.
There you have it. Maybe we can do it at the end of every podcast or something.
Yep.
I want to do another as soon as it ends, just with you guys for fun. Okay.
Down.
all right.
Let's
Go
do
on,
it.
sign us off.
Peace out, mother truckers.
Eric.
Yeah. See you next week. What the fuck? What are we doing?